They were scattered.
That was amazing.
Et il y a une section de l'université où il a été étudiant pour la licence qui a été nommée en son nom, innovation sur les drones.
Before we set the ball rolling, we want to welcome all our viewers online. We are streaming online officially on our TV, Apostolic Church official television station, TAC TV. We are also streaming on our social media handles on Facebook, on YouTube as well. We welcome all our online viewers. Please feel free, if you have any question at some point in time, please feel free, drop them in the chat box. We will do well to pick them up when the Q&A session is around.
Rédigez vos questions. Il faut
Elder.
les envoyer.
Boss,
It's been a good journey.
Ça fait un bon voyage.
And I can imagine it hasn't been without its own
Et
struggles.
j'imagine qu'il y avait eu des luttes.
Statistics says that
Les statistiques nous disent
20% of companies that start
que 20% des sociétés qui
die
commencent
in their first year of operation.
meurent en première année d'opération.
And Agri-Impact has been over 2 decades.
Et la Green
How
Impact,
did you survive?
ça fait plus de 2 décennies. Comment vous avez survécu?
very interesting.
C'est intéressant.
The first thing is the God factor.
La première, c'est le facteur de
And
Dieu.
you can never start a business without having challenges.
On ne peut pas commencer des affaires sans avoir des défis.
I remember the first agribusiness that we started.
La première affaire qu'on a commencé, je me souviens,
I had some strong entrepreneurs.
j'avais des entrepreneurs forts.
And we went into pawpaw production and exports.
Et nous sommes allés dans la production et exportation des
And
papayes.
the business partners were myself,
Les partenaires étaient moi-même,
Apostle Dr. Amina, the president,
l'apôtre Dr. Amina, qui est
who
le
was
président,
once an agribusiness entrepreneur,
qui était une fois entrepreneur d'agribusiness,
Apostle Abraham Ofori Kregu,
et l'apôtre Abraham
and Elder Nimako Boatin. So we were 4.
un autre ancien, on était 4.
It started so well.
This should be how many years
On a
ago?
bien commencé.
This is 1995.
1995.
So I don't know whether it's
Ça
20
fait
or 30.
30 years.
30
ans,
years
ça fait
ago.
30 ans maintenant.
Wow. Am I that old?
Est-ce que je suis si vieux?
That's like 30 years
Ça
ago.
fait 30 ans maintenant.
We had a lot of energy and enthusiasm
On
to
avait
start.
beaucoup d'énergie et
But the
enthousiasme.
first experience I got from it was the fact that you live in Accra and you have your farm outside
La
Accra.
première expérience, c'est d'avoir
It
ces
rains
champs hors
heavily
d'Accra.
and you expect that by the time you go, we're doing pawpaw, your pawpaw might have grown to certain stage.
Oh,
and
tu
height.
habites à Accra, mais tu
And
vas-
then
tu vois,
you get there and most of your seedlings are still in the bush and they have not been transplanted. And the land that on the street you can attack and say, hey, you owe me.
et on ne peut pas aller l'attaquer pour dire non, tu me
And where were the resources for us to even fly to
Mais
Europe
on
and
peut
go and
trouver l'argent
look
pour
for that? It's
voler,
not like today
aller en
that there is
Angleterre.
WhatsApp and social media.
Aujourd'hui, il y a
Those
le
times it's
WhatsApp.
only telephone and
Mais
fax.
à l'époque, il n'y avait rien.
So that ended that business.
Alors, on n'a pas réussi dans cette
And
affaire-là.
the apostles went into missions.
Et les apôtres sont allés dans les œuvres de mission.
Let's clap for them. They have
On
done
va
well.
acclamer
Pa.
les apôtres. Ils ont bien fait. Ils sont allés dans les œuvres de mission.
But not only in agribusiness,
Pas seulement
starting a business is no joke.
dans l'agriculture, mais commencer les affaires, c'est
And I
difficile.
always have a statement driven by vision, sustained by determination, perseverance, and faith before you are celebrated by impact.
C'est par la vision,
So you need
soutenu
that
par la foi avant
perseverance.
d'être modifié. Tu as
There
besoin de la
are times
persévérance. Il y a des
You
moments
might not, we don't even have salaries for staff
même pas le salaire pour le
for
staff.
4 months, 5
Wow.
months,
Ça fait 4 mois, 5 mois souvent.
and surprisingly, not even one
Et
person
on n'a
will
même
leave.
pas
Wow.
une personne qui va
They all
quitter
stayed.
le service. Eux tous restent.
So you can go through. I remember there were days that I take money from my wife's and use that to pay my staff.
Des jours, je prends l'argent de chez ma femme pour payer mes
And when
mes staff,
I'm
mes
going
employés.
to work, I take my fuel money from her to buy fuel.
Même en allant au travail, je prenais
So that's how
l'argent
it
pour le
is.
carburant chez ma
But
femme.
I was driven by vision.
Mais j'étais poussé et
And I
motivé
knew
par la
that
vision.
one day
Avec un jour,
we will make it.
nous allons réussir.
And that situation has not changed.
Et cette situation n'a
And the
même pas
young
changé.
people of today they are likely to go through the same challenges that we went through.
Et c'est possible que les
The
jeunes
only
gens
difference
commençant aujourd'hui vont
between
traverser
then,
le même parcours.
the
La
only
seule
difference between
différence
then and now
entre lors et maintenant
is that now there are mentors in the system.
est que maintenant il y a des mentors dans le système.
Then there were minimum agribusiness mentors.
Alors il n'y avait pas assez de mentors.
And now also they have
agribusiness.
access to YouTube and everywhere for whatever information they are
Maintenant, on a
looking for,
plusieurs informations sur
which was
YouTube
not available
et sur l'internet
during our
qui
time.
n'étaient
Wow.
pas disponibles à notre
Wow.
époque.
I think it's a good place to push your hands
Et
together.
acclamons, on applaudit.
Thank you
Oh,
for
but
sharing
but
that with
you
us.
have to be bold. I have to be honest with you. If you are not bold, it's not easy to sustain your enterprise.
Il faut le courage. Il faut être confiant. Si tu n'as pas la confiance, c'est pas facile de soutenir ton business.
So it's on record. You have put it on record that your first business enterprise collapsed.
Vous nous dites
Yes.
que votre
And-
première affaire a échoué.
The first, we were doing the pawpaw, and then I also entered into agribusiness consulting.
Okay.
So the
Papa.
enterprise, which at that time we call it AFAD,
Okay.
collapsed,
AFAD
and then
avait
continued
échoué
with the
With the
consulting.
et j'ai continué avec mon service de
Before I come to
consultation.
Agri-Impact,
de
I want to
consultant.
delve a bit into what
Même moi,
inspired your decision
j'ai
to
demandé
venture into a field, an arena where it's usually not on the spotlight. It's very rarely would you find people wanting to go there. As I sat there and I was hearing you, I was wondering, so when did we even consummate the marriage between agri and business? Because as far as I'm concerned, there are different people working their different lives. When did they consummate? And when did you even think that this is a good venture, it's a good place to enter? How did you nurse that ambition?
quand est-ce que vous avez eu l'ambition de mettre le business et l'agriculture? Parce que la plupart des gens n'aiment pas cette affaire d'agriculture.
The opportunities there and the opportunities today, if they have changed, I'll say there are better opportunities now.
Les occasions qui étaient là à l'époque et
I
maintenant,
picked my
il y a plus
interest
aujourd'hui que
when I
alors.
was doing national service.
Mon intérêt était
In
quand
fact,
je
before
servais
national
le pays.
service,
Avant le service national,
you know, when you finish school, those times we used to finish in December, in June, and then we will start our national service either October thereabout.
on fait et puis on
During
commence.
that time, I learned
service
snail farming, mushroom
juin,
farming.
J'ai fait la
Yeah, these
cultivation
two.
des champignons.
You studied that in the university.
Des champignons.
No,
You
we
didn't
were not.
study it.
We were not
Il
taught
n'a
at the
même pas
university.
fait
So
ça à
I
l'université.
came to Accra,
Je suis venu à Accra.
went to Food Research
Je suis allé
Institute,
faire la
and
recherche
studied for 2
des
weeks.
aliments.
On
Et
your own.
On my own.
de ma part, j'ai fait tout ça.
And then I went back and I started
Et quand je
producing
suis reparti à la
snails.
maison,
and
j'ai
mushrooms.
commencé à produire des champignons.
But what was striking is when I went to export promotion,
Quand je suis allé à la
I
promotion
realized
d'export,
that
j'ai vu que
information was the business.
l'information était une
Not-
affaire.
Information is
yes.
the business.
It's information. was the
Juste
business.
s'informer, c'est un business.
I saw a number of people who come there to look for
Je
information.
vois plusieurs personnes qui
How
viennent
do
là
I export
chercher
this?
des
What's the
informations.
market
Comment
for this?
exporter
I
de
need
ceci?
investment plan.
Quel est le
I
marché?
need
Je veux
market
un plan.
information.
Je veux le
So
marché.
it was information.
C'était
So I
l'information qui était
bundled that
capitale.
information
Alors je prends toutes ces informations
into consultancy.
et je les amène dans ma chambre
So in
de
the
consultant.
consultancy,
En
I was
consultation,
providing those information
je
to
donnais
private sector people
toutes
and
ces
charging them.
informations au privé. Et je
And I
prenais l'argent.
remember at some point, even though I was doing service, I had a call that my national service allowance has been there for long, and if I don't come for it, it will go back into government.
il y avait mon
Because I
agent de
was
service
getting
qui
more
venait.
money
Je
in the
gagnais
small
plus
consultancies that
dans
I
ma
was
petite
doing as a national
consultation
service person
que
than what national service
Je
was giving to
je
me.
prenais plus mon salaire
So information.
de service. Information.
Then the second one is,
La deuxième,
I've said it before.
je l'ai dit tantôt,
When people come to you to complain,
Quand les gens viennent vers vous et ils se plaignent,
see if you can find business opportunities in their complaints.
veuillez
When
trouver
people come to you,
des
Yes.
opportunités
Their
d'affaires
Yes,
dans
either their
leurs
challenges,
excuses.
complain,
Dans leurs
or
plaintes.
even somebody will be so angry that he will make a statement. It can be a business opportunity for you. You
Wow.
take business out of his anger.
Quelqu'un même il est en colère, il parle, mais tu peux avoir d'opportunités de business même dans sa colère, c'est possible. Il faut chaque fois chercher cette
And
occasion.
I had a boss who was so angry that a particular firm did not treat him well.
Je
So he
connais
was going to show the firm.
un patron qui était fâché quand on l'a pas
So,
bien traité, il allait maintenant le punir.
Like Rebecca, when I heard it, I also took it
Et comme Rebecca, quand je l'ai appris,
and
j'ai pris
started
ça
preparing myself in case
et j'ai commencé à me
it
préparer
falls on me.
au cas où ça tombe sur moi.
And truly speaking, 2 days to an event, a
Et
firm
en
came to
vérité,
him that,
Avant 2
oh,
jours,
as you did it the last time, we are going
il
again.
y a une société qui vient dire, comme
And
tu
I
as fait
said,
la
oh,
dernière fois,
unfortunately,
on
I
va
can't
encore.
go.
Il dit, il ne peut pas partir.
And I was thanking God.
Et je remerciais Dieu.
And then he said, young man, Mr.
Il dit,
Acquaye,
jeune homme, Acquaye,
will you go? I said,
Est-ce que
yes,
tu
I
vas
will
partir?
go.
Il dit, oui, monsieur, je vais partir.
And I went for the first workshop.
Et je suis allé faire
Those
la
times they were
formation.
paying me $600 per
On
workshop.
me donnait $600
$600
à
Yes,
l'époque.
and I had just finished, about finishing national service.
Wow.
Et
That must have been a
je
huge money.
venais
Oh,
de
yeah, it
finir
was-
mon
it was
service
good.
national. C'était bon
Even
argent.
now, I think it is still good.
It's
Même
still good.
maintenant, pour faire la
Depending
télé, je
upon
pense
your
que c'est
level.
bon. Ça dépend de ton niveau. C'est encore un bon montant aujourd'hui.
And when I went,
Quand je suis parti,
I did so well because I
bien
had
fait
prepared, made
parce que
photocopies,
j'avais
learned.
préparé, j'ai appris
The
fait des
moment I
photocopies.
finished,
Quand j'ai fini,
I got 1 year contract with
j'ai
that
eu
firm.
un an de
And that was the
contrat
first
avec cette
consultancy
société.
I got from an international
La première
organization
consultation
just
à avoir
a
par
week after my
une
national
société
service. And it
internationale,
was
juste une semaine
through
après.
somebody's anger.
C'était
that
par
I
la
got
colère
that.
de quelqu'un
Wow.
que j'ai eu cela.
Wow. Wow. Information is the business.
Information
est
by
une
itself.
affaire.
That is why long time ago there was nothing like Ministry of Communication. Now there's
Un moment,
Ministry
il n'y avait
of
pas
Communication.
le ministère
In
de la
the past,
communication.
you will not hire
Maintenant,
somebody
il y a ça.
who will manage your information
Yeah.
in the office.
Yeah.
And today, even
Mais
you have
aujourd'hui,
the, is it the data authority
Yeah.
Il y a
that you need the
l'autorité
consent of people. So
d'information.
information
L'information
is still
est
a
capitale
business
et une
opportunity.
affaire.
So
Opportunité
you went
d'affaires.
on your own on a 2-week journey. You learned as much as you could learn. Started your own consulting by the corner.
2
Built
semaines,
on it.
tu
groomed
t'es
yourself,
instruit, tu t'es
Preparing
formé,
for an opportunity.
te préparant pour une opportunité.
It took the anger of your
Et
superior.
il a fallu la colère de
To
ton
We
thrust.
still
supérieur.
exist today.
Sa colère existe
Superiors
aujourd'hui.
get angry all the time,
Nos
so young
supérieurs
ones
se
learn
fâchent
from it.
chaque fois. Apprenez
But
de
don't make them
ma leçon.
angry, please.
Ne les faites pas fâcher, s'il vous plaît, mais ils vont se fâcher quand même.
And when you got the opportunity, you
Quand
didn't
tu as
joke
eu
with it.
l'opportunité, tu n'as pas joué avec ça.
How, in your interaction with young men and women today,
Interaction
what do
avec
you see is lacking?
les jeunes
For which
gens,
reason very few still get these opportunities, or very few take these opportunities that you were able to take many decades ago? What do you see lacking in our
qu'est-ce
young
qui
people
manque
today?
parmi les jeunes gens aujourd'hui?
To me,
De ma part,
for young people of today,
pour les jeunes gens d'aujourd'hui,
what I keep telling them is
Ce
that
que je
even
continue à leur
when
dire,
a
c'est que
business opportunity has dropped,
même quand il n'y a
they
plus
continue to
d'opportunités
laugh.
de business, on continue à rire.
everything you say, and sometimes
Tout ce que tu
I,
dis,
I get frustrated when some people come to church
et souvent j'ai la
and they are
frustration
giving testimony of how God has saved them through some critical situation.
quand d'autres viennent à
And you
l'église
see that while some of us
et
are
ils
touched
donnent témoignage, on
and
est
have become
touché,
emotional,
on devient
you will see
émotionnel.
them laughing and making certain utterances. And I'm like, oh
Tu vois
wow.
les jeunes gens qui parlent
What
n'importe comment.
value are they taking from the
Je
testimony
me
that the
demande,
person
mais
is
ces
giving?
jeunes gens-là, quelle valeur ils
And
tirent?
sometimes
de ce
I even
témoignage.
get offended that
Souvent même je m'offense du fait que
God has saved someone from death.
Dieu a sauvé quelqu'un de la
And
mort.
all that the congregation can do is to laugh,
Et
and
la
then they will be
congrégation
making
se
certain
moque
statements.
et
Wow,
puis brille.
I don't
Ils font,
do that.
Moi, je ne fais pas de telles choses.
So when business opportunities drop, and I tell
Quand
you
il y
they
a
continue to
des
drop.
occasions
Look,
de business qui tombent chaque fois,
95% of all my businesses
95% de toutes
have
mes
come
affaires
from information or communication that
Mm.
I get from other people.
sont venues des informations ou
95%.
communications que j'ai eues des gens, des autres personnes.
Sometimes through phone call.
Souvent par les appels téléphoniques.
Somebody, in fact, there was one call I got,
Il y a quelqu'un que j'avais enseigné.
and when I followed up on that call to go outside the box,
J'ai eu un appel et j'ai suivi l'appel après.
over a period of 3 years,
Sur 3 ans,
it landed me in $10 million program.
ça m'a mis dans un programme de 10
But
millions
the
de
first
dollars.
was a phone call.
Mais d'abord, c'est venu par
And
un
in that
appel.
phone call, the person was expressing lack of information, and she was frustrated.
Et dans cet
And
appel,
I
il
had that
disait
information.
qu'elle était
I never charged
frustrée.
the person for giving the
J'ai même pas
information.
chargé.
I gave
Après
every
apprendre
information
d'argent,
she needed.
J'ai donné toutes les
And
informations
based
qu'elle
on
avait
that,
besoin. Et sur cette
She
base,
got back to
elle est
me
revenue vers moi.
and ended up $10 million.
Elle a
million
donné
dollars.
10 millions de dollars.
Because someone needed a
Parce que
service.
quelqu'un avait
Service.
And
voulu
you had
un
what
service
the person
et que
needed.
tu avais ce que la
And you
personne
served it on a
voulait.
silver platter. You
Et tu
didn't
as,
charge.
tu as
No.
donné
Voluntarily, you gave
l'information
it.
sans prendre de l'argent de façon volontaire.
We will take a breather at this point.
On va prendre,
And then it's getting interesting, but we'll take a breather at this point and come back
on
with
va
some
juste
questions
prendre
that
une pause.
a few of our friends online
Pour
and
vous
in-house
poser
may have
quelques questions
to
qu'on
put
a
to Elder
reçues.
Dan Acquaye. Please, you can put your hands
On
together for the
va
Lord
ovationner
at this juncture.
à ce point, à ce stade.
I've been putting down a few things, and while we are getting ourselves ready for it, if you have any question for Elder Dan, please make your way into the middle aisle. There's a microphone already there for you,
Déjà des questions, tu
and
te
you
mets
can
là.
put your question too. I'm picking some nuggets here. I believe you are picking the
Et
same,
puis tu poses ta question.
so we can get ourselves prepared for what God is about to do in the Apostolic Church. So please, if you have a question,
Tu as une
or
question?
like to take the question,
Viens
please.
prendre ta question.
no long pref.
Cash.
Pour que tu améliores ton marché,
So
tu as
we
besoin de
also
l'argent,
prepare you
la liquide, et on te prépare
to also be able to get financial support.
à pouvoir avoir le soutien financier.
So this is the same thing we are doing for the other core value chains.
C'est la même chose que nous faisons pour les autres chaînes d'addition de valeur.
Yes. So I want to encourage you, if you want to benefit from the Happy Project from GE, no matter where you are in
Peu
Ghana,
importe où vous êtes au Ghana, si vous voulez bénéficier du projet Happy,
visit your district assembly
allez-y à vos assemblées locales là,
and then you get all the support that you
et
need.
vous allez avoir toutes les informations sur les soutiens que vous aurez besoin.
Yes. And finally, onto the leadership.
Et finalement, au leadership,
There is also the possibility of partnering with you, that
il y
is
a
the church.
la possibilité de partenariat.
Fortunately, the church is all over Ghana.
L'église est partout au Ghana, ça c'est
We
bien.
can sit down
Mais
and
s'asseoir.
co-create a project whereby Apostolic Church and GEA would have a certain level of partnership to ensure that youth and church benefit from this project.
Un niveau de partenariat entre l'église apostolique et l'agent GEA pour qu'on puisse avancer.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Merci bien.
Thank you very much. He said thank you very much, and he added merci beaucoup. Please show some love too.
On acclame. Il a parlé un peu de français à la fin.
Please, we would. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, people of
Je
God.
vous salue. Bonsoir. Dieu.
It's a privilege to be here.
Voilà, c'est mon privilège.
I'll be pretty straightforward. My name is Asiome
Droit au
Diego,
but, je suis assuré.
and I manage the Happy Program at Jobaman.
Je gère le programme Happy à Jobaman.
Jobaman, we provide recruitment services,
Et à Jobaman, nous
and on the Happy Program,
des services de
we are
recrutement,
all about youth, preparing young people for the world of work. So if you are doing your national service, if you are a job seeker and you are young, between the ages of 18 and 35, especially women, we are here for you. We provide pre-employment services to you. We prepare you so that you are more effective at work. First, get that job, and then when you get the job, you are effective at the job. So we have skills trainings. We call them employability skills training. We have things like, we have soft skills, we have entrepreneurial skills, we have customer service, and everything that will make sure that you are effective at getting a job. Craft your CVs, how to go about your interviews and everything. If you want the service, we'll be at the back. Or go to www.jobberman.com.gh. Jobberman.com.gh. Go to the menu and go to learning. You access all this, all the trainings that I'm talking about online. We do live seminars and everything weekly. So we'll be really, really excited to have you and support you to get the job that you want. Thank you very much for having me.
Merci bien de m'avoir ici.
Wow. Wow. Not only are we being fired up spiritually,
pas seulement enflammé spirituellement parlant,
but it's clear now that economically you are being fired up.
C'est clair que économiquement parlant, nous sommes enflammés.
It therefore will mean that it's a sin for you to be jobless even after this.
Alors maintenant, après ce, ça sera un péché d'être sans emploi.
Elder just whispered something to me, and it's exciting. I want to share with you. He's the mastermind behind a number of these things. And sadly, we are not taking advantage of it. Please. Apostolic youth, let's arise. Now we can take the questions. Like they said, clinics have been mounted outside. Once we are done, please feel free to profit from them. I'm not sure it's coming at a cost. Please feel free and enjoy. Hello, sir. Please go ahead.
Vous n'allez pas payer quelque chose.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful presentation.
Pour la présentation.
Mine is a little challenge when you enter into agribusiness. That is, the market woman tends to determine prices of goods.
Okay.
After toiling, buying fertilizer at expensive prices, and now your products are in the farm, waiting for the market woman to come and determine the price for you. For example, a maize is now sold in the market, one at 5 cedis, 6 cedis, 7 cedis. But they will come to the market, they will buy it at 1 cedi, 50 pesos, 2 cedis. At the end of the day, you, the farmer, you run at a loss. That deters the youth from entering into agribusiness. Knowing very well, looking at your profile, that you are closer to government, I want to see, is there any way out? Is there anything the government is doing? And also, I remember during 2019 and then 2020, there was something like planting for food, which were providing fertilizers at a subsidized prices for farmers to use. Currently, prices of fertilizers are very high, making it very difficult for us to enter into farming. So I want to know if there are any remedies to that.
Il pose deux questions. Sa première question, il demande,
so just
il dit
four
que sur la
there,
chaîne,
so go ahead, let's take all four and then we can answer.
Qui augmente chaque fois les prix des aliments.
Stick to one question.
Par exemple, ils viennent acheter à un pas et ils revendent, mais ça c'est un problème. Comment notre conférencier peut faciliter comme il est proche au gouvernement? Deuxième question, il demande comment est-ce qu'on peut encore avoir de l'impact sur le marché, sur les prix. Ça c'est un autre volet.
Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. My name is Habel, and I'm into mango production. And I'm a small holder farmer. And I went to one of the financial institutions early this year, to get a loan for expansion, even though I have an account with them. And they told me that I should open a current account, and then they will monitor how money comes in and how money leaves my account. And based on that, they can give me the loan. But without something like that, they can't give me the loan. And even though I have an account with them, I have a savings account.
So what's
with
the
them.
question, please?
So I'm asking, with this, what do I do? Okay. Because I felt disappointed. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Nicholas. And we've been hearing in the motivational speaking space that you don't need a university degree to be successful. However, in this conference, all the resource people are people who have university degrees and above.
Dans cette conférence,
My
on voit que
first
tous ceux qui
question
viennent
is
nous
that,
parler sont des gens qui sont allés à l'école. Première
how
question.
true is this statement?
Comment est-ce vrai cette énonciation?
Secondly,
Et
I
deux,
also want to know from the resource person, how is university degree has impacted the success story?
est-ce que votre diplôme de certification vous a
I'll
impacté
take the last
sur
one
votre
in-house. And
trajectoire?
we have a few questions online. So go ahead, sir.
I'm in production,
Okay.
and at the end of the day, I couldn't recover even my average cost. What should I do then?
Thank you very
J'ai
much.
fait, j'ai investi, mais j'ai pas eu mon argent. J'ai
We
pas
have two
eu de
questions
bénéfices.
online, but go ahead and
Comment-
answer them.
Let me answer these ones.
Je vais répondre rapidement.
The people, when
Gens,
people are building,
quand les gens construisent,
they go and look for either an architect or a draftsman
soit
and get someone who
un
understands
planificateur,
building construction.
un architecte qui comprend la construction.
When someone is sick and he goes to the hospital,
Quelqu'un est malade et il
he
se rend à
wants a
l'hôpital,
professional to attend to him or her.
il veut qu'un professionnel
When
soit
someone
avec
wants
lui.
to go to
Mais
agribusiness,
quand quelqu'un veut
the
faire
first thing they
l'agribusiness,
think of is land.
il pense au terrain
Land
d'abord.
has no expertise in farming.
Le terrain n'a pas
Land
d'expertise.
itself, it
en
has no
agriculture.
expertise in farming. It's like a blackboard. You need a teacher with a chalk to come and teach using the blackboard.
C'est comme
What I want
un
to
tableau
say is
noir,
that
tu as besoin d'un enseignant pour venir t'enseigner.
if you are going to grow something to eat,
Tu dois croître,
it's different from growing something to sell and make profit.
tu dois cultiver pour
If your
manger.
intention is to sell and make profit, then understand the business very
Si tu
well
veux-
before you start.
Cultiver pour pouvoir gagner d'argent, il faut comprendre le business
In
avant de
Ghana,
commencer.
Without market women, our agribusiness and agriculture sector will collapse.
Ici au
So
Ghana,
people complain a lot about the market women that they go and they cheat them.
quand les commerçants
But when
commerçants,
you are
on peut pas
driving
avoir le
between
succès.
Accra and Kumasi, you see a number of trucks that also break down with either tomato, plantain, or oranges.
Yeah.
And there are no there's insurance on the car, but no insurance for the food that is inside the car.
Quand on voyage, on voit
So
les
when the
transportations
market
des
woman
aliments,
comes,
ça se met. Il y
They
a pas
factor all those
d'assurance-
things into it to
d'assurance
determine
sur ces
their
aliments.
price.
Donc eux, ils mettent tout ça pour déterminer leur
Again,
prix, c'est-à-dire les commerçants.
now we know that the price of maize has come
Et
down.
nous savons que le prix du
It
maïs
is
est
not
abaissé.
the fault of the market woman that you produce at this time.
C'est pas par défaut.
So
Bien.
please, I keep
commerçant.
saying,
Je dis chaque
agribusiness
fois,
is also business.
Agribusiness aussi un
And there is
business.
nothing like sympathy on agribusiness. You can't take your maize to a buyer and say, have sympathy on me and give me a better price. It's
parler
determined by the market price.
avec des maïs pour dire
And
hey,
it does
miséricorde
not-
sur moi et donne-moi un
It's
meilleur
also,
prix. Non.
it has nothing to do with gender. When
Ça a
we
rien
go
à
to
voir
the
avec
market, we don't ask
le
whether
genre.
the maize or
dit
the
pas
tomato
que
was produced by a
Ça a été
woman
cultivé par
or
un
a
homme,
man
une
or
femme,
a
non,
young man
ou par
or
un
an
jeune,
old lady.
ou par
We
une
don't ask.
vieillard.
So we get young men who say, as a young man like
Il y a
me,
des hommes qui
I
disent,
struggle to
un
produce
jeune homme,
and I have been cheated.
je
That's the
produis
market.
et on m'a trompé. C'est
So
le marché.
understand
Alors
seasons.
comprenez les saisons.
There are times
Il y a des
a
moments,
bag of onion can be 100 cedis.
un sac
And there are
d'oignons
times that it can be 600
peut être
cedis.
100 Ghana cedis,
Know which
ça peut
season
être
you will
600
want to
Ghana
produce
cedis.
yours.
faut connaître la
In
saison
terms
dans
of
laquelle tu veux produire pour toi.
fertilizer and
Désolé.
planting for food and jobs, some of the questions I will leave for government to answer.
La nourriture et
And
pour
I
les
will
travaux,
stick to
et
the
pour
ones
le-
that I
l'eau,
can answer.
Go
je
ahead.
vais laisser pour le
It's not
gouvernement,
every time that you need
mais il y a
fertilizer to
d'autres
grow.
que je vais répondre. C'est pas chaque fois qu'on a
If you
besoin
can't buy
de
fertilizer, can you
fertilisation.
prepare manure
On peut préparer
using
ça,
the weeds
les
that you
engraines,
have cleared
on peut faire ça manuellement
to
aussi.
improve your soil
Nous-mêmes,
fertility?
on peut-
That could be an alternative.
voilà, ça peut être
And the
comme
gentleman who
alternative
went to the bank with account and that
Le
they did
jeune
not
homme
give you
qui
money.
est parti à la banque
It
avec son
happens to
compte.
98% of the people who go to bank.
Ce phénomène arrive à
And like I
98% de personnes qui vont à la banque.
The one who did not give you money to expand your mango farm,
T'as pas
in
donné
that
l'argent.
evening, he took mango in his
Le même
house.
soir-là, il a mangé de la mangue. à la
And that
maison.
is how the world is.
C'est comme ça le monde est.
Under the same MasterCard Foundation, they have a program called Access to Finance. And
Dans
young
la
people
fondation,
between the ages of 15 and 35,
les jeunes gens
you should be able to have loan at maximum 10% interest rate per
doivent
annum
avoir
on CD.
des prêts chaque an.
So please, Absa
vous
Bank,
plaît.
I think Eco Bank,
Il y a la
Access
banque,
Bank,
APSA,
they are all
Ecobank,
there.
la C-Bank, ils sont là.
And if you approach them, but
Et si
even
vous
that,
y allez,
it has not been easy.
C'est pas facile même, cependant.
God bless you.
C'est pas aussi facile que ça.
I don't know if
Cependant.
water is part of agribusiness,
L'eau aussi fait partie de l'agriculture.
but
Donc,
I
je
need
vais
it at
prendre-
this time. Thank you.
je vais prendre un peu d'eau.
So the challenges that you are facing are not unique.
Les défis que vous faites face ne sont pas uniques à vous seuls. Il y a d'autres aussi qui font les mêmes face de défis.
Don't worry, I've also behaved like that. I've been coughing for a while, and I don't consult doctor, and I take my
Je
own
tousse souvent
medication.
et je ne vais pas vers le
It's like
docteur.
doing a Greek without consulting. So occasionally it comes,
Ça
but it
vient
will
souvent.
go.
Comme je ne fais pas consultation chez les médecins, ça vient souvent.
But please, we have GEA. We have
L'agence qui
come
vient
here.
de
Contact them. When
Avec
we
eux.
are done,
Quand
we
ils
have
finissent,
set up booths
on a
at
aussi
the back.
des cabinets.
Agri-Impact is there,
Il y a
GEA is
Agri-Impact,
there,
il y a
Jobberman
l'agence,
is there.
il y a Jobberman qui est
They
là.
will guide you through all this
Ils vont
and
vous
let you
guider
know what you can do.
Et vous saurez ce que vous aurez à
Somebody
faire.
asked, what has education done for me?
Quelqu'un me demande
University
qu'est-ce que
education,
l'éducation a fait pour
University-
moi, ma formation.
University, I will never downplay
Je
the
vais
role of university education in my
jamais
career.
mépriser le rôle de
Never.
la formation, l'éducation universitaire dans ma carrière. Jamais.
My beginning
Commencement
had nothing to do with the crops that I studied.
n'a rien à voir avec les herbes
But
que
we
je
don't
pousse,
go to
je
university
cultive.
to only study crops.
Je ne suis pas allé à
That
l'université
whole
pour
university
apprendre cette
environment,
cultivation.
The mindset shifts, the
L'environnement
networks that
de
you build,
l'université, le
and the
réseau,
confidence
la
that you will
mentalité,
get.
la confiance
The soft skills are very
les
important, and they have
compétences
helped me.
que
I
j'ai
did
eues.
agronomy. I have never practiced
J'ai fait
agronomy.
l'agronomie, mais j'ai jamais pratiqué
But as
l'agronomie.
for university education, it has
Cependant,
been
à
super.
l'université, c'est
That does
super.
not mean that everyone must have university
University
education
Cela ne
before.
veut pas dire que nous
In
tous
fact,
devrons
under
avoir
the program that we are
la
running,
formation universitaire, non?
we have single mothers, we have
Certains programmes pour
uneducated, we have JHS, we have SHS, all the way to the university,
des
and
illettrés,
each one qualifies
des
to benefit
analphabètes.
from the program.
Tous ceux-là sont qualifiés
Thank you.
pour
Thank you so very
bénéficier
much.
du programme. Donc, il a
We have
équilibré.
a couple of questions from our online viewers. This one from Julius
d'autres
says, as a
questions
first timer
maintenant.
without any working experience, how can I compete in agribusiness with limited capital?
J'ai pas
Compete,
d'expérience,
yes.
mais
No, as a first timer, your intention is not to
En
compete.
agriculture,
You can't be a first
est-ce que je
timer
peux
and your intention
compétir?
is to compete.
pas être
Your
bien
intention is to enter.
entrant.
Okay.
And you will need mentors to enable you enter.
D'abord, tu as
Even
besoin
those
des
of us, you
mentors
can work
pour
10
te-
years and you
pour
cannot have
t'aider
an
à entrer.
intention of competition.
Tu peux
Find
travailler
your
10
space
ans
and be
sans
there.
compétir.
Because
Trouve
if you
ton
want to
espace d'abord.
compete, when people, businesses collapse in the first years. Yours will collapse in the first hour. So please, get mentors, people who are in industry, they will help you and they will guide you through the process.
I think that's so wise. Thank you so very much. This one is from Enoch. He says, what is or are the key reasons or cause why the youth aren't buying into the idea of agribusiness? What is the solution for that or those reasons?
Is the person a young person?
I suppose so.
And then you should tell me why he's not going. Then I will tell him why he should go. And this one, you want me to set my questions and answer them, but I will try. One of the reasons why young people don't go into agribusiness is that they see it as drudgery. They also see it as dirty. And they see it as an old-fashioned sector, even though they all eat.
Bien que nous tous nous mangeons.
Now, what should they do? That's why when I started, I never started from production, but I started from agritech. If that person belongs to a WhatsApp group, ask if he has posted any product on the WhatsApp group in an attempt to sell, or he shares only jokes. Hello. So a WhatsApp group is a good platform to start your agribusiness enterprise. Once you have you might not be the one producing.
Yeah.
You will be the one who is promoting for someone who is giving you commission. Or now that there is delivery, once you promote and people place order, you call the producer, not music, agribusiness producer. Then he will do the delivery. So there are several ways young people can get into agribusiness without necessarily going into a product. Someone can be an influencer for a particular brand. And that one you can. And at the same time too, like I said, there are simple ones like the lettuce, 5 weeks. You don't need any big land. You can do it backyard. And the Kembuama of Elder Boama of Apostolic Church is a guru in that. And once you reach out to him, he will help you. Elder Larry of Apostolic Church is also here. And Overseer Godwin Alote, who is our communications manager, is also. We have a lot of apostolics who are in the space. That is if you want to confine yourself into apostolics. There are a number of them who are in the space who can help.
Plusieurs apostoliques qui font ça déjà. On les acclame, on les ovation. Ils pourront vous aider, ils pourront vous faciliter la connaissance.
Thank you so very much for your time with us.
Merci pour votre temps avec nous.
There are three important things I picked out in our conversation this hour. The value of mentors.
La valeur des mentors.
The value of information. And the value of proper preparation.
La valeur de la préparation.
I would like to say thank you very much. This on a personal note. I appreciate how you have employed a number of apostolics into your space. We pray we'll have more of you. Your closing words and your parting words were
vos mots de fin, s'il vous plaît.
Closing words. I can do it.
Je peux le faire.
I will do it.
Je vais le faire.
I am doing it.
Je le fais maintenant.
And I have done it.
Et je l'ai fait.
I repeat. I can do it.
Je peux le faire, je répète.
I will do it.
Je le ferai.
I am doing it.
Je le fais.
And I have done it.
Et je l'ai fait.
If you have this, you will succeed.
Si tu as ça, tu vas.
That's the agribusiness way of saying firing up.
Voilà.
God bless you so much.
Il nous a enflammés du côté de l'agribusiness. On l'ovationne encore et encore plus.